Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and today I'm here with 7 coconut fragrances for you. If you've watched this channel at all, you know I love the note of coconut. I have more of these, but these are just kind of the ones I wanted to highlight, and I have hit every budget, I think. I definitely have a couple of cheapies in here, because, you know, guys, budget-friendly fragrances, there's nothing wrong with them, and sometimes they perform better than some of the more expensive ones. So you know I'm gonna bring those to you. Now, let's go. So the first one I wanna bring to you guys is a budget-friendly one. It's not a summery fragrance. This one I'd wear more in like maybe fall. You could probably wear it in the winter. What I really like to wear this for is when I'm going to bed and I'm just trying to wear something that just smells really good, and it's going to be Zara's Rich Warm Addictive. This fragrance has coconut, it has tobacco, it has honey. It is sweet, but sometimes when I'm going to bed, I kind of want a comforting scent. And this is such a comforting scent. I actually like the honey in this, and I don't always like honey in fragrances, but this is so good. And like the fragrance says, it's kind of addictive. You smell it and you just want to keep smelling it. So I personally really enjoy this one. I wanted to start off with this one because A, it's a cheapie, B, it isn't, you know, traditional. It isn't the traditional coconut you're going to want to wear in the heat or anything like that. It's not cloying or anything, but again, honey is not really something you want to wear in the high heat. If you're going to wear it summer, I would wear it summer nights. I think you could honestly really pull it off. It smells amazing. It's around 20 bucks. I think they still sell it. With Zara, they will sell something and then take it away for a year and then bring it back. If I can find it, I will link it down below. Next. So this next one, if you get this size, is a cheapie. If you get it, I think in the 125 ml, it's around $40. I don't want to call that a cheapie because for me, the cheapie cutoff is 30 and will always be 30. But this was cheap, and it's going to be Davidoff Cool Water Intense. If you've watched my channel, you know that the Cool Water DNA, the original Cool Water DNA, it's not really my thing. To me, it doesn't really go with my aesthetic. I have kind of a modern look. That has a little bit more of an old school vibe. I think it smells nice. I just don't like it on myself. I just don't think it goes with my look. This is the opposite. This is amazing. This is coconut, this is mandarin, this is sweet. It goes really well if you want a sweeter coconut. You can definitely wear this in the heat. I've worn it at night before. I don't shy away from it. Probably not a date night fragrance, but you could, because again, it smells really good. And a lot of times you want a little bit of sweetness in your date night fragrances, and this has it, and it projects, I think, pretty well, and it lasts pretty long. So for a cheap fragrance, and I think this is actually going to get way cheaper, the big bottles, over time. I thought they would have already been super cheap, but they're still around the $37 to $40 range. You guys know Cool Water is like 20 bucks, so again, great value and a really good performer. Next. All right, let's get this last cheapie out of the way. This next one's gonna be Guess 1981 Indigo. This one's definitely an amazing cheapie. You have coconut, you have fig, you have sage, you have lavender, woody notes. It's a really clean fragrance. You can wear it in the daytime, you can pull it off in the nighttime because I feel like the cleaner notes, the clary sage and the lavender, I feel like those transition fairly well. I like this in the heat. I don't know if this is everybody's cup of tea in the heat, but for me, it's awesome. If you wanted to take a vacation fragrance with you, I think this would be good because I wouldn't have to worry about, like, you know, what if something happens to the bottle? If something happens to this, I'm pretty sure it was well under $20. I think it was closer to 15. I wouldn't be too upset. I'd just rebuy it. Again, if you're looking for something budget, it's not going to have the best longevity, but for what it is and for how much it costs, honestly, I think it's an amazing value. Next. All right, let's go indie real quick. Next one I want to talk to you about is going to be from the house of Kirk Elliott, Sensational. So this fragrance is going to be honeysuckle, coconut, orange blossom. It's got some lime in there. The lime smells so good, mixed in with all those creamier notes. Oh, it just smells like a perfect day at the beach. with something like this, a nice white t-shirt. He actually says on his site that he's going for casually sophisticated, which is kind of what I was calling refined casual, which honestly, I feel like all of his fragrances are. They're very sexy. I feel like this one actually has that sexy undertone, even though it is a summer fragrance. And as soon as I blow through this, I've been trying to save it for warmer weather. I'm gonna pick up the bigger bottle. I'll link this down below, of course, as always. But it just smells so good. If you like those creamy notes, again, you're gonna have the honeysuckle in there with the lime, with the coconut, with the orange blossom. It's so nice and creamy. Very unisex, by the way, as I think all of these tend to be. Coconut, don't get me wrong, everything is unisex, but I feel like coconut is a very unisex note because it's a fruit. And I don't feel like either gender can hijack a specific fruit. So next, talk about another one with orange blossom, and it's going to be Dolce & Gabbana, the only one intense for her. Although I find this to be a very unisex fragrance. It has neroli, coconut, cashmere wood, it has apple, some orange blossom. It smells really, really good, and honestly I feel like this one transitions day to night, so it's kind of nice to have. I think you can wear it during the day in a little bit of heat, but I think it goes really well night. I think this is a really nice one, summer nights specifically. And you pick up on that neroli right away, so if you don't like neroli, just know you can smell it in here. The neroli in here is kind of what gives it this kind of like grape soda vibe right off the first spray. It kind of, you know, tones down a little bit as it dries down. However, I don't know, I like it, so I don't care either way. But it's a really creamy fragrance, and if you like coconut, yeah, it's for her, but I genuinely feel like this is a unisex fragrance. And by the way, if you're a male who owns this, please comment down below. I think other subscribers may feel a little cautious when I say that a male could pull this off, but if they see other males are wearing it and it goes well with their skin, I think it's more likely that they're gonna be like, okay, I'll pull the trigger. I got this for a really good deal. If I can find the same deal that I got on this, I'm gonna post it down below. You guys know that I like to share a good deal. As you've probably seen from my community tab, anything that I get for a really good price, I just throw out there. Even if I don't buy it because I already own it and I, you know, picked it up even a higher price, I'll share a good deal with you guys if I find it. Next. All right, you guys knew this one had to make the list. I know it's like probably cliche putting this on here, but you know what? Creed Virgin Island Water had to make it. I got a pretty good deal on this. You guys know I'm not like a niche snob or anything like that, but I wanted this bottle. I felt like this was gonna be the one Creed that I actually needed to have, because I love coconut and I love lime. Those are two huge notes in my book. That's what I want to wear in the summer. Those are the two main ones. And this one has coconut and lime. And something that I like about it is that it's not really sweet. And, you know, I'm not really pulling for sweet fragrances when it comes to summer. Sometimes I'm not pulling for them at all. But this one is nice. It's kind of like a cocktail. The lime in here is a little bit sharper, but in a good way. So I actually really enjoy this one. It's not a heavy projector, but I smell it on me for hours. So when I ask people like, hey, do you smell that on me? And they're like, you know, an arm's length away. They need to get a little bit closer typically to smell it, but I will get wafts of it all day. And I'm okay with that sometimes, because a lot of times when I wear this, it's just on a day where I'm gonna be out all day and it's pretty sunny here, even when it was cold. This is what I wanna smell when it's sunny. It makes me feel like I'm on vacation, even though I haven't been on vacation in a while. Although I have one coming up, and I will let you guys know what I will be bringing. Been stressing a lot about those options, but you'll find out soon, once I find out. But it's amazing fragrance. If you kind of like a fragrance that gives you that nice summer cocktail vibe, this is it. Again, coconut, lime, it's delicious. Not sweet, especially if you don't like sweet fragrances. Although if you do, the next one is for you. So next. So this one is gonna be gourmand. It has coconut, toffee, vanilla, and tonka bean. There's a bunch of other notes. Those are the main ones. It has oud, and it's going to be Alexander J's Zephyr Oud Vanille. Now the oud in here is barely detectable. What I get is a couple minutes of a light oud at the very beginning, probably not past the 10-minute mark, and then it kind of fades away. After that, I get just so much coconut and toffee with obviously like that vanilla background that even if the oud is there, it's definitely overshadowed by those notes. They're strong notes. You would think this is like hardcore winter, fall No, I get a suntan lotion vibe with this, and I wear this in the heat. I will always wear this in the heat. This smells so good to me. Every time it's really warm outside, this is what I want to wear. This reminds me of the beach. I know it's crazy, but if you're thinking, I want to try a gourmand that I can wear in the summer, this is it. I promise you that much. I love this one. It's not a very strong fragrance, so it's not going to be cloying. You're going to get a nice scent bubble and a little bit of good sillage, but it's not a heavy projector, which you would think with the notes that this has, it would be the monstrous projector. It's not, but it's a really good price for a niche fragrance, and the bottle is so gorgeous. I'm going to link this one. You know what? I'll link them all down below. Creed Virgin Island Water, I will link it if I can find it at a good price. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother. I got this for a good price for a tester, and I decanted half of it because I'm still not going to pay that much when I know I'm not going to spend an entire bottle's worth on myself. You guys, you know, if you have too many fragrances, there's no way you're ever going to get through 100 ml of anything. The only one I think I'm ever going to get through 100 ml of that I don't decant is Versace Dylan Blue, because every time I go anywhere, even if it's down to LA for a couple days, Mexico, anywhere, I will bring my whole bottle and I'll go through it pretty quickly. As always, guys, remember to like this video if you liked it, hit that notification bell, and obviously be subscribed to this channel to get notified when I drop new videos. Comment down below if you own any of these or want to try any of these. Again, other subscribers read your comments and they're more helpful than you might think. If you've looked at past videos and you've gone through the comment section, people will reply to each other. And that's what this whole community is about. So they appreciate it and I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!